Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the CDC Championship League Finals. We are coming to you from our homes into yours, our own personal arena, and we thank you so much for joining us just one more time. It was just over 8 weeks ago. The championship dart circuit recognized the severity of the pandemic and, in short order, put together a virtual league, one that would ask 14 of the top shooters in North America, 7 Canadians and 7 Americans, to not only put their darts on display, but learn how to be their own on-site producers. Fast forward through thousands of darts, hundreds of maximums, and one particularly memorable 9-darter, all the way to tonight, where the field has been narrowed to 2. Kiley Edmunds of Canada and Gary Mawson of the United States in a best of 17 race to 9, the first to become the first ever CDC Championship League champion. So let's take a look at each of them, beginning with Gary Mawson. Of course, there you get to see him in all his glory. As of last night, a mere 22, maybe 21 hours ago, crowned your American champion, the champion of the United States, taking down Nick Lindberg in an epic, a legendary full 17-leg match, one for the ages, taking down his friend by a score of 9-8, advancing to the finals. And of course, Gary will be going up against the Canadian champion, Mr. Kiley Edmunds. That's right, Kiley, the number 4 seed who took down Jim Long last night in a match that also could have gone the distance but went 16 legs and beat the previously undefeated Matt Campbell in the Canadian semis/league quarterfinals. And my goodness, what a run he has been on. His back's been against the wall myriad times, and he finds a way to win. Can he do it one more time? We will find out in due time. So let's get to know them a little bit better once again because, hey, it's the last time we get to do it, at least in this particular league. Gary Mawson, the 56-year-old from Mississauga, Ontario, expat now living in Lehigh Acres, Florida, taking on the 39-year-old Kiley Edmunds, the newfie, now residing in Halifax, Nova Scotia. And both of them have just been tremendous throughout these playoffs. How tremendous? Why don't we take a look at their stats? One of the many great graphics coming from our dear friend Jennifer Mounts. Mawson shooting an 86.3 3-dart average to Kiley's 81.2. 16-ton 80s for Mawson. However, Kiley's got the advantage there. 22 of them, one of our league leaders. Mawson with 88-ton 40s to 70. Kiley, and then, of course, the checkout. 41% going to Gary Mawson, which he's been riding high and pretty to get to this point. Used it last night to break Nick Lindberg and get the win. Kiley Edmunds, 30% of the time he is checking out. So, with all of that said, there is no other match for us to tease. But you know what we still have going on? The CDC sweepstakes. That's right. We've got a signed set of Lorraine Wynn-Staley steel-tip darts, her 24-gram target darts signed by Lorraine herself, as well as a set of signature Big Daddy Darren Young fit flights. And because that's not enough, we have 2 sweepstakes going. We've also got the ASP, Nathan Aspinall, and his 22-gram steel tip target dart signed by Asp himself, as well as a set of signature Jeremiah Millar fit flights. Jeremiah, of course, one of our great CDC League participants this season. Came up a bit short, but we will have the winner coming up soon. If you participated, stay tuned. You're going to want to find out for yourself. So, all of that business aside, I cannot stress this enough. Thank you to our sponsor, Magic Darts Incorporated, a-zdarts.com, and of course their entire Colonial line of dartboards and barrels, all 10% off. All you got to do is shop, and when you spend your good hard-earned money on those Colonial line, you just use the promo code Colonial10, get 10% off the Colonial line for 4 more days. This offer ends on May 31st. Now with that, let's have a word from our dear sponsors at Magic Darts Incorporated, who also, by the way, have new blog posts coming up on a-zdarts.com. Let's check out some videos, shall we? So once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get underway here. The CDC Championship League Final. Representing the United States, the former Canadian Gary Mawson. Representing Canada, the actual Canadian himself, Kiley Edmunds. And both of them joining me right now, gentlemen. First and foremost, congratulations on being members of this inaugural championship as well as this inaugural league. We talked extensively last night, so I know you guys want to get right to the dart. So, Gary, I'll start off with you. After last night's epic match, how's your arm feeling? How are you feeling mentally? You've got a tough match ahead. Just walk us through how you're feeling entering tonight.
Arm's good. Was very tired, long day, but I'm ready to play some darts. Looking forward to playing Kiley.
And of course, we know you're going to put your all out there. Now, Kiley, we know you love being interviewed. We have some tailored questions specifically for you. Do you plan on punishing the dartboard tonight, Kiley Edmunds?
Hopefully. I've been riding
exactly what I wanted to get from
so far.
No, but in all seriousness, you've had a wild ride getting here, coming as a number 4 seed. You never doubted yourself, obviously. You've had your back up against the wall many times. What do you attribute to your wild ride here to the finals? Of all the times for it to freeze, Kiley was literally froze as soon as I asked that question. And I thought he was punking me right there. I thought he was just holding it and just was trying to get me back. I'm sorry. If you could repeat your answer, Kiley, and I'll let you guys go.
Yeah, I was just lucky to get here. Getting into playoffs, like I said last night, was the hardest part. So everything's a bonus now. So I've had some fortunate darts, but I missed some doubles too. So it's hopefully it all comes together tonight.
Well, you know that I will be pulling for both of you because if I were to say I'm rooting for you over Gary, he'd beat me up. He'd be mauling me. And if I said the opposite, I know Kiley just wouldn't talk to me again, which he's tried to do myriad times in our interviews. So, gentlemen, with a lighthearted send-off, I wish you both the very best of luck. Thank you so much for being part of this. Congratulations in advance. I know you're going to put on a good show. There will be a break after the 8th leg. And just to let you all know at home, in the Players Lounge behind the scenes, Kiley won the cork and will be leading off. So we're going to let them get situated. Once again, you are watching the CDC Championship League Final. That date you see, it is today. You can check your calendars to back it up. The time you see, 8 p.m., that was about 10 minutes ago. That means we're about to get underway. This is the CDC Championship League Final presented by Magic Darts Incorporated. I'm Colin Cosell. You're you. They are them. We are all at home, and we are about to get underway. So, gentlemen, I will let you exchange pleasantries and let me know when it is game on.
I'm ready when you are, Gary.
All right, Kiley. All the best to me.
All right, you too. Good game.
And just like that, the great Kevin Malenfant will silence my microphone and allow these men to get underway. It has been a long road coming. It has been many, many darts, many memorable moments, many laughs, technological gaffes, you name it. But the higher-ups at the championship dart circuit got together, put this together, and here we are. What a fast 2 months that was, huh?
'81.
So both men looking to get things in motion here. Kiley coming off his win last night against Jim Long. Long came storming out.
60.
Just a tremendous start. 132, 122 out, I believe, to lead it off. And then Kiley was able to take advantage of some lackluster darts from Jim Long, and that is why Long is now a spectator, along with 12 of our other shooters.
57.
Mawson taking down Nick Lindbergh in an epic battle.
130.
Gorgeous darts there from Mawson. The old switcheroo down to the double bull to get the 130, leaves him down to an out.
100.
We had a record-setting crowd in
91.
the chat room last night, watching it build ever steadily here on our Facebook feed, courtesy of facebook.com/champdarts. Our producers tonight, as always, Kevin Malenfant and L. David Irete, as well as Kiley Edmunds and Gary Mawson. Mawson now looking to get the break. Is that a 28 there? Feels like it might be. Indeed it was. And that second dart, you could tell, was thrown off a little bit there. So Mawson, the inadvertent double 14. And if Gary's a little choppy at all, he's got a thunderstorm coming through. And Kiley Edmunds instead storms through the first leg, holds throw, takes it out with a 2-dart out, treble double in the 20s. Edmunds holds throw. Last night was also historic in the sense that we watched Lindbergh and Mawson literally hold throw the entire match until Mawson broke Nick in the 17th leg.
$60.
So we've got some Studebaker darts going on right now. The old slow and steady. Get that engine revved up between these two.
100.
Jim Long is indeed spectating. Sorry, Jim. I meant that with nothing but respect. You know I love you. And there's a gorgeous ton 80 from Kiley Edmunds. So he's 60 from Mawson. You could hear his voice get a little softer there. Not pleased with his darts. Said it was a long day today. His arm feels good. He's ready to go. Kiley considers himself lucky to be in the position he's in. And part of darts is luck, but it's also focus, it's concentration, and the ability to pick yourself up. And Kiley did just that. Pulled the old phoenix from the ashes.
58.
So not the scorching darts we saw from last night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Two players able to communicate with each other. Another one of those fun little things that you don't find in any other darts.
59, I'll just put in 4
level. So scoring error has now been rectified by Mawson. Edmunds agreed with it, said it's okay.
58.
Mawson now looking for the first really gorgeous high out, even though the 100 was nice from Edmunds, but, you know. The first dart told us that was not going to happen. So you got to wonder if there's nerves here in play. Kiley, what's he got to lose? Gary Mawson has been here so many times before, both of them playing in their own homes. But there is a lot on the line. Look at Edmunds now. Oh! Third dart at the treble, or the double 5, rather. Falls a little south. Oh, Mawson now. Solid marker.
50.
And he slides it in right next door. After that first perfect dart, now Kiley Edmunds going up to the... Hits the old nut house, the double 1. The bane of every existence of those who play in local leagues. But not when you're on the level of Kiley Edmunds, who breaks Gary Mawson to take a 2-0 lead. Now, this is not something we're really used to seeing with Kiley. He's had his leads before, don't get me wrong, but A lot of times we've seen him have to pick himself back up. Oh, look at Mawson.
180.
And that's a 180 out of the Mauler. Mawson obviously a little ticked off about that second leg, getting away from him. The brave dart at the double bull, then going for the double 20. Came up short on both, allowing Edmunds to take that leg. Does not get the fourth perfect dart, though. We watched him open with 3 consecutive legs of 3 consecutive ton 80s last night. At one point was
60.
more than halfway to the promised land, had 5 perfect darts, but was unable to get it done. It's not about that, though. It's not about the show. I asked him about it in the postgame. He said, well, you know, all that matters is when you get that double out, it doesn't have to be a 9-darter. There we go. Got caught up on our Dart Connect. So you know Mawson now annoyed with that second leg.
100.
Brings himself down to an out. Sounds very serious. And that's a 180 from Edmunds. Edmunds is not messing around. He came to play, folks. Leaves himself a double top. Mawson is not going to be able to get a shot at the double.
58.
58 from Mawson. Has to pray that Edmunds does not hit this. Now Edmunds. Whoa is right, Kiley. So Kiley leaves himself 16. Gary Mawson would love this right now, to break Kiley Edmunds and then go right back up to the Aki. Don't know exactly what happened there, but I do know what happened to that second dart. How about the third one?
58.
Wow, that was way outside. Very un-Mauler-like. First dart for Kiley Edmunds. So Kiley Edmunds, the number 4 seed, comes screaming into this match with a 3-0 lead. 3 straight legs for Kiley Edmunds, shooting his 21-gram Kiley Edmunds signature darts by Phoenix Sports. The former NDFC Athlete of the Year in 2016.
90.
Continental Cup quarterfinalist. Leads off his 4th leg with 100. After Mawson opens with a 95. Looked like Mawson was going to pick things up a little bit there in that 3rd leg. Edmunds had other plans in mind.
100.
That's 100 for Mawson there. Edmunds was down to 220, knocked down to ton 80. And looking to do it again.
180.
And that's a 180 for Kiley Edmunds now. Edmunds is starting to heat up. You can never count Mawson out. Lots of darts to be played. It is a race to 9.
59.
Edmunds is 1/3 of the way there. After a lackluster start, Kiley has really, really stepped it up here in the last 2 legs, especially the latter half of the 3rd leg. Mawson, the Mauler, Lehigh Acres, Florida resident, with his 21-gram Mawson signature unicorn darts. 60 for Mawson. You can tell in his tone of voice, very displeased with himself. 1 leg is all it takes, though. He knows that as well as anyone. Talking about a man who has beaten Phil Taylor, for goodness sakes. Did in the PDC World Cup Singles 2013. Was in the final 16, the PDC World Championship, just a short 21 years ago. And, oh, by the way, a Continental Cup winner as well. But now Kiley Edmunds looking to take that 4-0 lead. Oof.
56.
Both darts errant by his standards. Now the Mauler. Boy, does he want this. Double 16.
And 2.
Gets it. And that's the way to stop the bleeding, Gary Mawson. Just needed to hold throw and did just that. Kiley now going right back to work on that treble 20. Next two dancing right around it. Both men now thrust their averages into the 80s. Kiley sitting at 83, Mawson at 82. All of that you can see provided by Dark Connect. Thank you, Greg and David. Thank you for stats and bios info from Chris Schick and David Garfinkel. Graphics from Jennifer Mounts of Magic Darts Incorporated, our sponsor. And that's a 180 for Gary Mawson. Absolutely stellar round there.
97.
Trying to pick up some momentum as Kiley, a little beleaguered in his 97 there. You can tell it because he gets a little breathy with it.
40.
And that is a bounce out from Mawson, leaving him 40. Look at Kiley go.
98.
And as soon as I said that, that second dart miles above the treble, still down to a double out. A nice, ever-growing, beautiful crowd tonight there in the chat room. Great to see all of you.
100.
And at the end of this leg,
58.
got a very special treat for you. We're going to bring in none other than Anthony Eugenia himself. From there on, we will alternate legs. Sounds frisky. Don't get the wrong idea. First dart, perfect for Mawson. Second dart, perfect for Mawson. Third dart, way outside, and you hear him grumble at himself. I will speak over him just in case it's not family friendly. Now, Kiley Edmunds. First dart. Wow. Second dart, good though. Third dart, oh, just outside the double bull. Mawson looking to get on a run for the first time. Single, 14.
Bust.
Oh, into the 19, a bust. Maybe the fourth or fifth time I've seen that throughout this entire league. That's inside.
13.
13 scored for Edmunds. Mawson, another shot at it. Thank you, John Ronholm.
One.
First start is all he needs. Gary Mawson is now on a bit of a run himself. Once down 3-0, now only down 3-2. And with that, I'm going to bring on Mr. Anthony Eugenia. Anthony, how are you feeling tonight, my friend? It is such an honor and a privilege to once again have you here. And this, of course, for the championship.
Wow. Hey, Colin, how are you? This is what a fantastic match so far. Edmunds on fire. How impressive has he been this entire run?
Well, and he looked like he was absolutely going to run away, at least with the first half of this. And then Mawson has been able to scratch and claw. Edmunds missing some key outs, and Mawson has been able to take advantage of it. And so, Anthony, I will let you run with this.
That's a 180.
So, Anthony, I will let you take this sixth leg. Have a blast, my friend. We'll talk soon.
Thank you, Colin. 4 perfect. Oh.
100.
100 for Mawson, and Sean Brennan remains the only player to throw a 9-darter in the CDC Championship League.
100.
Mr. Mawson, Mr. Edmunds, this is the CDC Championship League
81.
presented by Magic Darts. You are watching the final. Best of 17. It has all come down to this. 7 players in the U.S. division, 7
55.
players in the Canada division. And this is the cream of the cream. Looking for one more. Oh, double for Mawson. Misses on
That
the
was silly.
right above it.
61.
The apropos play these days, it's become more and more
60.
the preferred shot, bigger bed. Still a risky play in my opinion. Let's see, Mawson. Triple up. 19 leaves 60. Tops for Mawson. Just under the wire, and let's see, we've got a possible scoring correction here. Let's see what.
I got 0. What did you get there?
I just
Edmund,
think 59. So I got 20 left.
Kylie can
hit
just
0.
continue to just back it out.
I know.
He hit 0 by accident.
Well, I got 186, so I'll just take 60 off.
No, sir. No. Go in and fix it.
Okay.
Dark Connect gives you the ability to fix it. If you hit a ton 80, we can't add 60.
No worries with that.
He's going to score himself a 101 now, I believe. Okay. All right, Gary Mawson, double 10 to tie it up at 3. Two 5s. And now let's see if Edmunds can take this 1-4-5 out. It seemed he got thrown a little bit by that scoring mistake and almost, I don't know if you want to call it, didn't want to hit anything too large, but
105.
105, little pressure on this 5 for Mawson. It's always about that big fat number. Gotta hit the single. And he does that. 2 2s to tie this match up. Back up to Madhouse, double 1. Bust on Mawson's part, and here comes Edmunds. Double top. Double 10 to take a 2-leg difference, and he does that. 4 legs to 2, Kiley Edmunds in the championship final match. Thank you, Colin. I'm going to get caught up on some stats, take us to the break, and we'll give the folks a little up-to-date assessment at the break.
That sounds perfect, Anthony. The great Anthony Eugenia, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for taking that leg, giving my voice a little break there, and obviously offering your expertise. Always appreciated. And, of course, as soon as you came in, a ton 80 came in as well. So what else do you expect? That's an AE, a 180 to lead off that 6th leg. But here in the 7th leg, now, Mawson with a squandered opportunity after the scoring error by Edmunds. Mawson, every opportunity in the world to jump on it, was unable to do so. We are currently in leg 7. There will be a break after the 8th leg. It is a race to 9 legs to win, hoist that virtual trophy, at least virtual for now. Because, social distancing. We're not going to come and bring you a trophy right now. What are you kidding? It's dangerous.
137.
A nice 137 from Edmunds. And, of course, everyone in the chat room, they've got their favorites. They're voicing their opinions. But I think one thing everyone can agree on, they would love to see this go the distance. They want to see all 17 legs. And if we learned anything from last night, it can be done in just over an hour.
99.
99 there from Edmunds.
$60.
So we haven't seen any huge outs. We haven't seen anything above a 16 or 17 yarder. Perhaps it's nerves. Maybe it's the enormity of the situation. Oh, that second dart just missing for Mawson. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's Maybelline. We don't know. We do know that Mawson seems a little off here, at least in the first half. Now Edmunds.
20.
Smooth and steady, but unable to get that double 20. Instead, just south of the D on the Blade 5 logo there from his windmill board. Singular 14. Exactly what he wanted. How about that third? Oh, no. Mawson has lost his doubles at a marked difference over Kiley in percentage. Kiley Edmunds now does knock it down with the first dart and takes a 5-2 lead. I'd call it commanding, but I can't. Not when you're playing against the Mauler and not when you're playing with so much on the line. So Mawson, right back at it. Mawson.
140.
That is a 140. Mawson says it with a little bit of perhaps sarcasm, a little twinge of, well, it's about time. He knows what he's capable of. He's thrown 9 darters in his day. Ton 40 for Edmunds as well. Kiley not going to go down easy.
93.
A 93 there. Now, either man, if they were to win tonight, obviously one is going to have to. The ties are no more.
59.
Either one would be such a great story. Kiley Edmunds, the number 4 seed, barely squeaking in week number 7.
34.
Mawson, time and time again, having to play against his new arch rival, his nemesis, Danny Lauby, to get to this point.
118.
Oh. 118 for Edmunds there, all culminating with a 17-leg slobber knocker last night. Thank you, Jim Long, against Nick Lindbergh.
41 or 43. Sorry. 43.
It's okay. You fixed yourself. We're right on top of it.
100.
100 from Kiley Edmunds. Gary Mawson. 2 dart out if he can do it. Oh, look at this. Mawson. And into the break. Mawson is able to pull out the 91. Tremendous finish there to take us to the break. 5-3. So with that, you are watching the CDC Championship League Final. The U.S. champion, Gary Mawson, 3 legs. Kiley Edmunds, the Canadian champion, 5 legs. Who will be the ultimate championship league champion? We're going to find out in just a few moments. And at first, a word from our dear sponsors over at Magic Darts Incorporated. That's right. You go to a-zdarts.com, you check out their blog section, you get some knowledge from the great Dax Mona, and while you're there, you buy their Colonial line of boards and barrels. And when you go to check out, make sure you punch in the code Colonial10. You'll receive 10% off the entire Colonial line. In this economy, wow, these guys must be crazy. And you must be crazy if you do not purchase their Colonial line. That's at a-zdarts.com. Offer expires on May 31st. As for our sweepstakes, we will be announcing our winners of these great prizes. The Lorraine Winstanley signature 24-gram steel tip dart signed by Lorraine herself, as well as a set of signature Darren Young Fit Flights, and Nathan Aspinall, his signature darts, the Asp 22-gram steel tip target dart signed by him, as well as a set of signature Jeremiah Millar Fit Flights. The winners will be announced tomorrow. Turns out all of you went flooding towards his sweepstakes and crashed our system. So we're unable to announce a winner tonight, but the winner will be announced on the Championship Dart Circuit Facebook page. That's facebook.com/champdarts. So we'll find out who those winners are. Sorry, I won't be announcing your names, but you'll find out nonetheless. You'll win. You don't have to hear my voice do it. All right, with that, it is time to get into the second half here. Kiley Edmunds with a 5-3 lead over Gary Mawson. Mawson with a big win there as we went into break. Is he going to be able to take that momentum and bring it on home, or is Kiley going to get the win? Gentlemen, I expect you to come up to the line, get your final darts thrown, and we will get this bad boy underway. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Colin Cosell. This is the CDC Championship League Championship. The Gary Mawson, the Kiley Edmunds, representing their countries, the United States and the Canada. And it is 5-3 Kiley Edmunds. Both men notched at 81 points per right now. So, gentlemen, get on up to the line. That way they can shut me down. You guys can get on going, and we can get ourselves a winner. I'll let you guys announce whenever you're ready, and then it is game on.
Ready when you are, buddy.
All right, Kylie.
All right, all the best.
Let's go. All the best, buddy.
And just like that, we are back at it. Kiley Edmunds, after Gary Mawson held throw in that eighth leg. Oh, and a gorgeous start for Kiley Edmunds, who has been known to catch fire coming out of the break. Mawson
125.
comes out with a 1-2-5. So both men come out firing here in this pivotal, all-important ninth leg.
180.
And that's a 180 for Kiley Edmunds. Huge darts. Does Mawson have an answer? Oh, just outside. He gets an 83. Can Kiley Edmunds capitalize? Darn it, I missed the Mawson commentary. He always makes me laugh. I wish I
don't want to get on there. Yeah.
Boy.
Anthony Genie, I hear you're with me as well. What are you expecting to see here in this remaining legs?
Well, obviously, the standard is less than we anticipated coming out of last night, but we see that a lot in sports, like the penultimate semifinals sometimes are a higher level, and it's sort of a letdown. But that's not going to take away from the drama at all in this final. As you touched on, at 5-2, you can't with Mawson on the other side of that ledger there. You're never going to count out Mawson, and Kiley's got to be very cautious about this. I think this is a must hold for Edmunds. You know, I'm sure we're going to see the averages pump up here in this second half.
And of course, we've seen that with Mawson before. We saw it in the 2018 Continental Cup, in which he won, and he had to come clawing his way back to take down Darren Young. He did it all throughout those playoffs, mind you. It was just an unbelievable run for Mawson to come back and win. I remember absolutely losing my marbles, but you know, it was one for the ages. And Mawson right now is going to have to step it up a bit. because his back is going to be against the wall if Edmunds is able to take out this 25 with possibly 2 darts. Double 12. Good marker.
Third dart.
Third dart.
Big
So now
hold there.
Kiley
Yeah,
Edmunds.
I think. Sorry, Colin. Yeah, I'm sure we'll look back. If Edmunds holds from this point forward, we'll definitely look and see that as a very, really pivotal leg to hold coming out of the break with Mawson gaining some traction.
So now I will turn the reins over to Anthony Eugenia. I will let you take this 10th leg, my friend. Have at it.
Winner.
Anthony, are you
So
with
now,
me?
yeah, I'm
there you
right
are.
here, Colin. I'm just
All right, just making
watching
sure.
him unfold, and Mawson. Now it starts to get giddy up time for Mawson. Hold is at a premium. Cannot afford to be broken anymore in this entire match, and he's got work to do. He's got 2 breaks, I believe, to make up here. Just 1 break. He's got 1 break. If he holds here, we're at 6-4. He's got to break Edmunds at 6-5, and then he's got the throwback. So this is a pivotal leg for Mawson. Like, it's a must.
45.
Now that's going to put Mawson in good stead here if he at least cuts this in half. And that's a good first dart to do so.
177.
177 by Gary Mawson. Does the business. Double 12 when he comes back.
60.
A little bit outside the wire. Good marker. Puts it in. Second dart. Gary Mawson holds his throw. 6-4 in this match. And here we go. This is the heavy lifting for Gary Mawson. It's got to come out back-to-back ton 40s and put a mountain of pressure on Edmunds in this leg.
So now the pressure is on both gentlemen. Kiley Edmunds could really take control of this match with a win. Gary Mawson pretty much desperately needs a break right here. This is even more pivotal than the last one I said. This is a huge leg. Obviously, with only 7 legs to go, 6-4. Kiley requires 3. Mawson requires 5. But Mawson has had a tough time with that treble at times, and this is not one of those times where he wants that to happen. Fortunately, Kiley opened up with a paltry 45 as well.
100.
But this is the round right here. These are the 3 darts where Mawson can really make a statement. Perhaps it's for fatigue. Perhaps it's been a long day. But Mawson is not throwing the darts he needs to at a time he needs them. Even after the gorgeous 137, or a 177 rather, in that previous leg.
100.
There's a 100 from Mawson. And again, one of the great things about this setup, this format, is being able to hear the players react and tell us the scores, only to be backed up by Dart Connect. Chris Schick is now in the chat room, and we thank him for everything he did all season. Chris, I owe you a debt of gratitude and a beer whenever it's safe to do that again.
59.
And I'd be remiss if I didn't take this opportunity here, since Gary's not going to be able to take out a 196. Tonight's not just the CDC Championship League Finals. It is also my beautiful wife, Julia Cosell's birthday.
40.
So a very happy birthday to my wife, who is allowing me to sit in the broadcast booth one last time while she's on a Zoom with her friends celebrating her birthday. I love you, honey, and we'll get caught up after this, I'm sure. She's got it on her phone. So Kiley Edmunds now could make a real statement. Takes out a ton instead. A little bit of a glitch in the technology there. I missed all 3 darts, but the score tells me he got a ton. So Mawson First dart perfect.
And 2.
Second dart perfect. Mawson needed that. The Mauler steps up when he needed to and makes it 6-5 now. The break he needed, Anthony.
Yep, he got that break after, you could really consider that a sloppy opening on both sides, but then Mawson put together 3-ton scores and got a look and he took it when it was given to him. And here we are, 6-5. Good cover shot. Good 19 usage. Read all about cover shooting and smart darts in Dax Muna's latest blog at a-zdarts.com. It is a specific art, cover shooting and when to decide to do so.
40.
All right, now they're kicking it up a notch here. Let's keep with these 3-figure scores. Let's take everybody home with some fire red darts.
57.
And just on cue, the commentator's curse. 57 it is. We're going to go ice cold now.
100.
Good solid ton. 3 straight 3-figure scores as we see on the Dart Connect scoreboard.
100.
Uh-oh.
64 remaining. Triple 16. 57 left, 17 for tops when he goes again, and he will. Edmunds on 204. Let's see what kind of pressure Edmunds can put on that double top shot.
60.
Not a lot. A big ask of Edmunds at 1-4, but Mawson can't even risk giving him a look at it. Double 10. 20 scored, and Edmunds has a look at a huge 1-4 here. He's not going to be able to do it. Mawson's got to get on this and get us a tied match, or you cannot give a customer like Edmunds a lot of looks at this. But a big 140 by Edmunds to just pressurize this. Double 5 getting even tougher.
And 2.
Double 5 it is, Gary Mawson. Not this match at 6. We've got a contest, Mr. Cosell.
Oh, boy, do we, Anthony. Unbelievable. Mawson has been able to literally claw his way back into this match with his back up against the wall. He's giving Kiley Edmunds a little taste of his own medicine after what we've seen Kiley do time and time again during these playoffs, how he's been able to come here as the bottom seed in the Canadian division and make it here to the final. Meanwhile, Gary Mawson doing what Mawson does best. We've seen it on the big stage, and we've seen it on the CDC stage, and now we're seeing it on the virtual stage. Tremendous darts when needed from Mawson, and of course, he was able to pick himself up, and you, Anthony, from the broadcaster's curse there after lauding their amazing darts and throwing lackluster darts. And if there's a little bit of a glitch in the matrix, so to speak, if you guys are noticing that at home, Gary Mawson's home is right now underneath a massive thunderstorm. Of course, living in South Florida, you expect that. That's kind of part of the daily ritual for these guys, especially as we get into the summer months. But back to the darts. Notched at 6, it is a race to 3, and a nice 1-2 or 1-3-5 out of Mawson there, just outside of maximum. There's a ton 40 from Edmunds now, putting some pressure onto Mawson. So now this is turning into the slugfest we were hoping it would be. They have not been tied since it was 0-0. Now on the 12th leg, Mawson was able to tie it up. And the 13th leg, will he be able to take his first lead
90
of the night? We will find out together. A nice big crowd, ever growing, nearing the numbers we had last night for the Canadian Championship in the chat room. Thank you all for joining us. That's not counting the numbers we had from YouTube. I'm going based on Facebook. Big ton 40 for Mawson there. Edmunds, first dart perfect, second dart perfect. Kiley Edmunds knocks it down. in that 13th leg. Absolutely gorgeous. 14 dart out for Kiley Edmunds. So now, Gary Mawson looking to notch this up. This is quite the birthday gift to my wife,
42.
Julia, there, Anthony.
Oh, I'm sure she's loving every minute of it. How many times has she said, "Is it over? Is it over yet?"
No. She's been paying very close attention. She's got it on her phone while she's in a birthday Zoom. You know, the virtual party that you do. I threw her a surprise birthday Zoom and I said, "Honey, well, it was great seeing all your friends. I got to go. I got it. It's dart night. We got a finals. We got to take this baby home."
45.
What a massive 14 darter by Edmunds there to stop Mawson's 3 legs on the trot. We've upped our averages a bit, almost 5 points apiece in just in 5 legs.
Nice.
One, 2-1.
121 from Edmunds, and now we know the math tells us, Colin, now you're starting to look at that original bull shot. It's, the winner of the bull shot gets that tie-breaking leg if we get there, and it's looked like we're getting there. So now, Mawson is not only to hold every throw, he's got to find a place and a way to break Edmunds. Edmunds, on the other hand, simple, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Hold every throw, and you are the champion.
Although we saw Mawson do just that last night, when needed, he stepped up. He took down Lindbergh. So it can be done. You can never count out Gary Mawson.
140.
Case in point.
Edmunds has loved this 124. Bullseye! Bullseye! It is! 124 for Kiley Edmunds. He's done this a few times in this championship league. 124 is friendly to Kiley Edmunds and a break of Gary Mawson.
Wow, absolutely huge. Kiley Edmunds now on the precipice of being our first ever virtual champion. You heard the laugh almost in disbelief out of Gary Mawson. And a groan to follow it up, letting you know that he was very disappointed in that unbelievable out. Kiley Edmunds, on the other hand, unflappable. You'll never know whether or not he's excited he could win the championship tonight. And you wouldn't tell if he was just in the first round of the playoffs or in week 1 all over again. Gary Mawson now knows what he's up against. Gary Mawson cannot relinquish a single leg. Mawson needs to win the next 3. Kiley needs 1. Oh, man, so much at stake right now, and you can see it in Mawson's darts. Can he find it in himself?
180.
Give it to me,
And that's
Colin.
a 180. Mawson stepping up like we've seen him do time and time again. He did it against Darren Young. He's done it against Lauby, and now he's looking to do it against Edmunds. Edmunds cannot back off at all. He cannot take his foot off the pedal or his knee off his throat. Mawson now.
Don't bust, Gary.
I have seen it happen before, and I'm glad I didn't see it happen right there.
Come on now. We know better,
Don't
folks.
bust Gary. Mawson not going to play any games with this. No, he is. He's going right at it. Why not? Double 8.
Double 8.
Oh, and he does it.
Gets that break right back.
Mawson's reactions are priceless. After this is all said and done, we should have a little poll on the Championship Dart Circuit Facebook page. Who has the best reactions in game? Is it Gary Mawson? Is it Brenneman during a 9-darter? Is it Matt Campbell?
You
24.
got to give it to Mawson. Mawson knows how to give it to you. He knows how to give you what you need when you're trying to cover a match.
He's like Uptown Funk. He's going to give it to you. Kiley Edmunds now looking to capitalize off of a terrible first 3 out of Mawson, riding the heels of that tremendous break. Mawson needs to hold. He cannot back down. He cannot lose a leg. He needs to win this and take us to the full 17 legs.
$45.
Richard Ashdown providing some comedy in the chat room, which I would expect from Little Richard. Fantastic. I like that. I won't repeat it, but it was good.
45.
There you go. A little grumble from Gary Mawson to counter the thunder outside of his house.
99.
And given a little bit of breathing room from Kiley Edmunds, unable to find a treble. So now Mawson needs a big round, takes his time. First dart, perfect. Second dart, perfect. Third dart, just south, but a nice ton 40 gets him right back into it. Kiley Edmunds now, a chance to give himself an out.
He can't let Edmunds is right here. Edmunds steals this leg. We're done. He's got to keep pushing him off. Got to be three-figure score here by Mawson.
And we've seen it happen so many times before now. Kiley Edmunds with a 41. So Mawson needed a big round there. Comes away
Doesn't get it done.
60. No.
85 and up puts a ton of pressure on Mawson.
97.
97 will do that. Mawson's going to start on the bull here. Triple 19 back for bullseye. Bullseye. Gary Mawson to top the match up.
Oh. Way outside. So now it is up to Kiley Edmunds.
Oh, I did that wrong.
The lowest seed to make it to the final.
Single 17 for tops for Edmunds.
I got 35 left. I hit that wrong.
Well, fix it later, Gary.
Yes, listen to
You
Anthony.
understand?
Yeah, I understand. I can't change it.
Yeah, there's nothing on the line.
Okay.
497.
Edmunds with 57 remaining.
All right, Kiley Edmunds now. 2 darts away from a championship. 1 dart away, double top. Kiley Edmunds. Oh, and it goes way high. Gary Mawson.
He's going back in. He's going to fix it.
Why not?
Nope, there we go.
Mawson
35.
Now.
319. Wedge.
No, just get right at that fat.
You're going to shoot the wire between the 19 and the 3. And 3 leaves double 16.
Double 8. Mawson needs it.
And 3.
Oh, and he does it. We are going the distance. We are going for speed. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Nelly. Colin, we're going to 17.
Very nicely done, my friend. Very nicely done. All right. It all comes down to this. Mawson has done what he's needed to do. Edmunds has done what he's needed to do. And we are getting exactly what we came for. You paid nothing for it. Enjoy the free darts. It is virtual. It is live. It is one of the few venues you've had in the world during the pandemic. And it all comes down to this. You are welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
45.
Let's go. $17 live streams, and it all comes down to this. I don't know who's going to win, but I guarantee you one of these men is going to wake up with a hangover tomorrow, and it might be me. There's a ton 40 from Kiley Edmunds to back up that horrible 45 start. Gary Mawson with a 99 to open now. Looking for a big triple digit.
60.
And instead gets a 60. Now an 80 from Kiley Edmunds. Gary Mawson desperately needs something in the triple digits. That first start's not going to do it. Ton 40, or he drops down. Cover shot. Oh, off his flight and down. 96 for Mawson. Kiley Edmunds back into the fat. Kiley Edmunds 2 times, 3 times. Indeed, that's a 180 for Kiley Edmunds. Huge darts. Could be the nail in the coffin for the Mauler.
Edmunds bringing it on home with a 180.
140.
Championship darts, Colin.
Just what you expect from these guys. Kiley Edmunds, double 20. Walk it in, Kiley. Oh, and it's on the wire. Gary Mawson now with a chance to win it. We've seen this before. Don't be surprised if he pulls it off, folks. 106. Oh, no. First one goes into the triple one.
Be accomplished.
And you hear it out of Gary Mawson.
43 remaining, I believe. Yep, he's going to leave tops to see if he can put any pressure on Edmunds.
So now, Kiley Edmunds, the lowest seed. The Cinderella story. First dart is south, second dart double 10, and that's it! Kiley Edmunds has done it! Kiley Edmunds, the lowest seed in the playoffs, has done it! Has taken down Gary Mawson. Kiley Edmunds, the Wily Kiley, wins it here. Your first ever CDC Championship League champion.
Yeah,
Good job.
I was waiting for the scoring to kick.
9 legs to 8, Colin. 84, played 87. We put some points on that average. A much better second half. They came out, exchanged a couple of little runs, and then we just pretty much sat square it in the about 7 range. And what a great finish to that, Colin.
What an unbelievable season. If you were placing bets at the beginning of these playoffs and you put your money on Kiley Edmunds, you probably would have won a very pretty penny. No one really saw this coming except for Kiley himself. We saw so many great darts. We saw Jim Long catch fire. He was able to extinguish Long. And then he does the same to Gary Mawson tonight. Gentlemen, I'm going to call you both in, and I'm going to lead off with Gary Mawson, a champion in our eyes in so many ways, has been a Continental Cup champion, has won so many of our events along the way as well, has become a staple in our finals. And Gary, coming up a little bit short tonight, but an unbelievable showing. My kudos to you, my friend. A tremendous showing, unbelievable intestinal fortitude, the guts, the heart you showed there, and just came up short. What did you see from your end?
I lost. No, missed a few doubles early, got behind, had to claw my way back, and got in a position that I did last night, and I fell short. Now, Kiley did what he had to do, and kudos to him. He's a great player, and I can't wait to get back on the court to actually beat him in person.
I absolutely love it. Anthony Eugenia, any questions for Mr. Mawson?
Yeah, I've got one question, Mawson, please. You know, you've made a ton of finals in your career, and tell us from a sporting perspective. We see a lot of times in sports that the sort of semifinals produce bigger averages, bigger games and stuff. We kind of saw that tonight. Not that it wasn't a really compelling night, but both of you guys threw up bigger numbers. And what happens to a competitor? Is it sort of a exhale that I've made the final? And what happens sometimes in championship matches?
Well, yeah, the goal is to get to this position. Yeah, I was a little more relaxed than maybe I should have been, but it didn't matter. I mean, I came out to play some darts, so did Kiley, and it's just enjoying the moment. I mean, it can't get any closer than 8-8, and then let's see what happens. So Kiley got the shot at the double and hit it.
Thank you, Gary.
And now we'll switch over to Kiley. Anthony, I will let you lead this off, and I'll finish off with Kiley, and we'll call this a night. But now, Mr. Anthony Eugenia, the man who you're probably gonna have to tell him to stop talking at some point, Mr. Kiley Edmunds, is all yours.
All right, Kiley, congratulations! You're a CDC champion. Come on, my man, give it to us. How are we feeling in the chest?
Oh, I'm relieved more than anything, I think. It's about time I won something on the CDC tour. But yeah, no, Gary didn't throw his darts, missed some doubles. I could have been up 5-0 at the beginning, but it was like 4-2, I think. So, yeah, Gary's one of the most decorated players Canada's or the States has ever seen besides John. So it's his honor to play him. So I'm just relieved that I got to win.
We're thrilled to see you pick up a CDC title. You know, I shared with the folks when I covered the Friday night playoffs and everything that as you joined us this year, you know, I did receive some private messages to say you guys really are going to be impressed by Kiley Edmunds. He's a top flight player, and you really haven't disappointed. You know, he made a final this year on the main tour. A championship league title champion now, you know, so we really are excited to see, you know, more and more and what's yet to come really for Kiley Edmunds on the CDC.
Yep, there's a lot more to come. I'm just getting started. I got a ways to go. My scoring's there. My doubles are not there right now, but a win's a win. I'll take a win. It's the ones you hit.
Well, thank you, Kiley.
Miss,
Congrats, sir. Thanks, and back over to Colin.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Kiley, first and foremost, congratulations on a job well done. Thank you for putting up with me and my little joking jabs all season long. But in all seriousness, it is with great pride and joy that I get to announce you as our CDC Championship League champion. You took down Canada. You've now taken down the U.S., and you joined the CDC in 2019, and in 2020 you get to hoist a trophy. What does this mean for you in your career, and how are you going to celebrate?
Oh, I'm going to watch a little bit of TV, and I'm going to bed tonight. No, it's good. I kind of lack confidence more than anything. I lack confidence for some reason. I don't know. I just kind of let myself down so many times, but it's nice to get a big win. I know I was only on the computer and stuff, but hey, win's a win. It's the first one. I'm the first winner.
Great job, Kiley.
Hopefully the last two. Get back to some live
That's a very good point. Well, history was made by one Canadian, Sean Brenneman, with the 9-darter, and tonight history was made with our first ever CDC Championship League champion, Mr. Kiley Edmunds. You have done it, my friend. Boost that confidence. You deserve it. You deserve all the accolades that come with it, and you also deserve a little bit of TV and a good night's rest. Congratulations, my friend. Do take care, and I can't wait to see you in person again.
Yes, buddy. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Cheers to Kiley Edmunds. So before I sign off, Anthony Eugenia, just tell the fans what we've seen this season. Tell us about the pivot. I know the fans love that word, from going from the pandemic into this league, and what we can expect in the future.
Well, you know, we really were excited at this, and we couldn't be happier with the way it played out. Obviously, just like everybody else, we started to see things in February start to unfold, and the likelihood of actually being on site with our players was, you know, slim to none. And we unfortunately had to start canceling events. And you know, as everybody else saw that this was going to be the option, so we put together 7 great players from each country, put them in a great competition. David Irete and Kevin Malenfant, Colin Cosell, and Jennifer Mounts put together, you know, a weekly presentation that really, I thought, captured the imagination. A whole lot of fun. We finished up with some really amazing darts. So I know personally, myself and on behalf of the company, we really couldn't be happier with this. So we're gonna, you know, be trying to turn this stuff around. We are looking to put together a youth version in the month of June. So we want to showcase some of the up and coming players. So be on the lookout for that. And coming to you the first week in July, we'll have Series 2 of the CDC Championship League. So be on the lookout for news on that.
Anthony Eugenia, thank you so much, my friend. It really was an honor and a privilege, and a little sense of normalcy to have you back in the booth, albeit virtually, with me. And my best to you and your family as always, and congratulations on a job well done. You and Peter and David and Jeff and Kevin and everyone put together a tremendous league, and it really has been an honor and a privilege to call myself the voice of the CDC, and that you guys allow me to be that. So thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome, Colin, and thank you, sir, on behalf of everybody that watched and the whole CDC crew. We want to thank you for taking the mantle and being here week in, week out for 7 weeks, 8 weeks now, and a whole lot of matches. So thank you, sir. It's really a tough thing to do by yourself, and you did a great job, and we want to say thanks.
No, absolutely. I wouldn't have it any other way, and it let me know that my voice is still intact, and should baseball come back, I'll be ready for it. But you know what? 17 up, 17 down, 1 remains. That man is Kiley Edmunds, the man on your screen. And so with that, it is time to put this puppy to bed. That's right, folks. That's going to do it for the CDC Champions League. I remind you, our sweepstakes winners will be announced tomorrow. The winners of the Lorraine Win Stanley steel tip darts for 24-gram steel tip signature target darts and Big Daddy Darren Young flights. And of course, Nathan Aspinall set of steel tip darts signed by Asp himself with a set of Jeremiah Millar fit flights. And of course, for 4 more days, this is the last time you're going to hear it from my voice, so make sure you go out and do it. Go to a-zdarts.com, buy their Colonial line of boards and barrels, and when you go to checkout, put in the promo code Colonial10, get 10% off in this weak economy, save some money, get some great products, and support those who support us. And of course, while you're at a-zdarts.com, check out their blog, Dax Mona, as aforementioned by my colleague Anthony Eugenia, with a great article about cover shots and when to switch, move, hit, and when. Unbelievable stuff from Dax, who is one of the great minds in darts, not just in North America or the United States, but in the world. All right, folks. All rights to this broadcast are owned by the Championship Darts Corporation. Any rebroadcast or retransmission, including images and likeness, without express written consent of the copyright holder is strictly prohibited. This broadcast was brought to you by USA Darts Productions, courtesy of Kevin Malenfant and our super producer, David Irete. Special thanks to Chris Schick and David Garfinkel for all their help all season long, for stats and info, and to Jennifer Mounts, unbelievable graphics and animations. Thank you for all you do for us and with Magic Darts Incorporated. And with that, on behalf of the great Gary Mawson and your champion, Kiley Edmunds, as well as our amazing crew working behind the scenes in the CDC Championship Dart Circuit Champions League, Peter Cetera, Jeff Good, Anthony Eugenia, David Irete, I am Colin Cosell, one last time saying, please stay safe, be good to each other, and I will see you hopefully in person the next time. Thanks, guys.